All right, welcome to Father Ed Hustedy Gymnasium and Dennis Reeder Court for this JV matchup between your Gibault Hawks and the Valmeyer Pirates. Check. Check. Checking audio levels. And here we go. Valmeyer Pirates start off with the ball. Number 33 to inbounds to get this game started. Number 2 brings it up, swings it around number 5, back to number 2. She drives baseline, cut off there by Gibault Aldridge. Back outside to number 2. Swings it out to 33. Number 1 outside the three-point line. Pass to 13, ball gets away. Valmeyer able to retain possession. They bring it inside to number 33. Guarded there by Emma Schmidt. Tied up, loose ball. Jump ball, possession goes over to Gibault. Gibault Aldridge bringing the ball up for Gibault. Kate Krupp's getting tied up along the baseline there. Ball knocked out of bounds by Valmeyer. Gibault Aldridge inbound the ball. Over to Lily Baskowitz, back to Gibault Aldridge, puts up a shot off the rim, no good. Rebound, battle for the ball. Tied up, loose ball goes over to Valmeyer. Number 2 dribbles it around. I believe that's Riley Nagel with the ball for Valmeyer. Turns it around over to Josie Reeves. Josie Reeves and Nicole Engelman. Back up top, number 33. Riley Nagel drives and puts it in for 2. Emma Schmidt with the ball for Gibault. Swings it over to Gibault Aldridge. Inside to Kate Krupp. She kicks it over to Olivia Blaskowitz. Puts up a shot off the backboard and good. Gibault ties it up at 2. Josie Reeves brings the ball up for Valmeyer. Dishes it to Nicole Engelman. Over to Peyton Simile, I believe. Back to Josie Reeves. Into Kylie Eshelman. Ball tipped out by Gibault. Valmeyer inbounds the ball to Kylie Eshelman. Drive, pull up, shot is short, rebounded by Emma Schmidt. Gibault Aldridge brings the ball up for Gibault. Dribbles around the top of the key, passes it over to Olivia Blaskowitz. That was into Libby Mesh, and she is fouled. Foul on number 1, Nicole Engelman for Valmeyer. Emma Schmidt to inbound the ball. Player cuts, ball gets thrown away. Layup attempt, no good. Ball tracked down by Bree Baldridge. Bree Baldridge brings the ball up to Gibault. Over to Olivia Blaskowitz, outside the perimeter, back to Bree Baldridge, just inside the three-point line. She thinks about the shot, gets it in. Puts it into Kate Krebs, who puts up a shot, no good. Riley Nagel brings the ball up for Valmeyer. Swings that around to Nicole Engelman. Now Peyton Simile with the ball. She's dribbling around the perimeter. Looking for someone to go to, tries to go across to Riley Nagel. Sorry, that's number 13. Kylie Eshelman puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Bree Baldridge. Bree Baldridge brings the ball up for Gibault. Dribbles it back. Pick set by Olivia Blaskowitz. Bree Baldridge is able to dribble around, drives, blocked. She gets her own ball after that. And a foul on the shot attempt. Bree Baldridge to the line. And we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by Whiteman Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Waterloo, Illinois. Over 100 years of dedicated service. Gibault Catholic High School thanks you for your support. Valmeyer foul on number 33, Riley Nagel, her first, team second. JV Hawks are coached by Kendra Davis. Going over the plans for the team here. Unfortunately, due to COVID, a lot fewer people in the gym. You can hear a lot of what the coaches have to say. No shot attempt on that foul. Gibault will inbound the ball underneath the net. All right. And Bree Baldridge to inbound the ball for Gibault. Somebody inbound to, brings it up top to Kate Krebs, puts the shot up off the back iron, won't go. Rebound to Riley Nagel for Valmeyer. Sorry, that was drive inside off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by number 15, Kate Krebs for Gibault. Bree Baldridge brings up the court. Just halfway through this first quarter. Score is tied up at 2. Foul there on number 5, Peyton Simile. Her first. Team foul number 3 for Valmeyer. Substitutes for Gibault coming into the game. Number 4, Emma Steibel. Number 32, Kaylin Small. And number 10, Maya Tyser. Maya Tyser with the ball. Swings it over to Kaylin Small. Outside three-point lane, she drives to the lane, puts up a shot, and good from about 10 feet. Gibault takes the lead, 4-2. Peyton Simile with the ball for Valmeyer. She tries to drive down the lane. Swings it around, wild pass, but Valmeyer is able to track that one down. Stolen by Kaylin Small. 1-on-2. She drives to the basket, right through two Valmeyer players, up and in. 4 points for Kaylin Small after entering the game. Josie Reeves with the ball over to number 13, Kylie Eschman. Swings it up top, number 33, Riley Nagel. He's dribbling around the perimeter up at the top of the key. Drives toward the baseline, caught off there by Maya Tyser, picks up her dribble, back to Kylie Eschman. Kylie swings it out to number 5. Peyton Simile puts up a three-point shot, in and out. Rebound, Kaylin Small for Gibault. Kaylin quickly drives the court, finds number 2. That's Olivia Blaskowitz, shot off the mark, rebounded by Josie Reeves for Valmeyer. Gibault with a 6-2 lead, just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Riley Nagel with the ball, swings it out to number 5, Peyton Simile. Guarded there by Olivia Blaskowitz. Drives, loses the ball. Valmeyer gets it back. Oh, they find number 2, Josie Reeves under the net, but Kaylin Small comes up with the block. Maya Tyser brings the ball up. Swings it over to Olivia Blaskowitz. Over to Emma Steibel. Out to Maya Tyser, just inside the three-point line. In and out, won't go. Riley Nagel brings the ball up for Valmeyer. Dribbles around, cut off by Maya Tyser. Brings it back out to number 5, Peyton Simile. Picks up her dribble, travel. A little bit of a foot wiggle before that pass. 1 minute and 18 seconds left here. Olivia Blaskowitz inbounds the ball to Maya Tyser. Swings it over to Kaylin Small. Thinks about that three-pointer, steps into it, puts it up. Too strong. Rebounded by Valmeyer. Pushes it quickly up the court. They find number 4 underneath the net. Brooke Miller with 2 points for Valmeyer on that transition play. Olivia Blaskowitz swings it over to Emma Steibel. Emma Steibel picks up her dribble over to Maya Tyser in the corner. She brings it back up to the top of the key, guarded there by Brooke Miller. Drives, finds Kaylin Small open. Kaylin Small dribbles in, goes into the lane. Too strong. Rebounded by Kirsten Miller. Tries a hard pass, ball goes off the rim. Taken by Maya Tyser. She is fouled there by number 13, Kylie Eschman. That is her first team foul number 4 on Valmeyer. Maya Tyser brings the ball up for Gibault. Swings it over to Kaylin Small. Guarded there by Kylie Eschman. Zone defense for Valmeyer. 3-point attempt by Maya Tyser off the mark. Rebounded, quickly breaks out. 3-on-1 for Valmeyer. They pull up. Ball won't go. Rebounded by Kaylin Small. Pushes it right back down the court. 1 second left. Heave from half court. Just off the mark. At the end of the first quarter, your Gibault Hawks 6, Valmeyer Pirates 4. Gibault Catholic High School would like to take this opportunity to thank a couple of our sponsors. First Bank, Bircher Family Dental Care, Harrisonville Telephone Company, and Ken Valentine Auto Body. Thank you for your support of Gibault Catholic High School. Bree Baldridge back into the game, as is Emma Schmidt. Putting the ball around to Kaylin Small. She drives into the lane. Tied up. Ball stolen. Actually tied up before they were able to get it away from her, but possession arrow goes over to Valmeyer. They swing it in at number 33. Chooses to pass. Ball ricochets out. Number 13, Kylie Ushman with the ball. Swings it back out to Josie Reeves. And Valmeyer resets their offense. Drive baseline. Ball is tipped by Gibault and out of bounds. Valmeyer retains possession. Josie Reeves to end on the ball. Swings it in to Brooke Miller. Puts up the shot off the mark, too strong. Rebounded by Kate Krepp. Kaylin Small brings the ball up for Gibault. Swings it over to Bree Baldridge. Gives it to Emma Steibel for three. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Ushman for Valmeyer. Throw the ball all the way down the field. Find a player open. Basket and a foul. That was Kirsten Miller hanging out underneath the basket for that long pass. Foul is on Bree Baldridge. Her first, team first. Free throw up, off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Kaylin Small. We're all tied up at 6. Brings it up, over to Bree Baldridge. Too hot to handle, and she steps on the sideline. Number 1, Nicole Engelman into the game, replacing Kylie Ushman for Valmeyer. Brooke Miller brings the ball up for the Pirates. Guarded by Kaylin Small for Gibault. Drive, swings it back out to Kirsten Miller. Back out for Riley Nagel, guarded by Emma Schmidt. Nice fake by Brooke Miller. Got Kaylin Small up in the air, drove baseline, and gets the basket to put Valmeyer up 8-6. Kaylin Small with the ball for Gibault. Swings it over to Emma Schmidt. She puts it up from just inside the three-point lane, no good. Offensive rebound, Bree Baldridge. She drives lane, puts it up, won't go. Rebounded by Kirsten Miller for Valmeyer. Again, they beat Gibault down the court, but pass is too strong. Ball goes over to Gibault. Valmeyer's doing a good job of getting quickly out and beating Gibault down the court. Kaylin Small with the ball for Gibault. Swings it over to Bree Baldridge. He dribbles it back up to the top of the key, gives it up to Emma Schmidt. They find Kaylin Small wide open for 3 points. Off the backboard and in for 3. Puts Gibault back up in the lead, 9-8. 7 points for Kaylin Small on the night. Go in and out, number 4. Too far under the basket. Brooke Miller, Kaylin Small comes away with the rebound, coast to coast, off the backboard and in. 9 points for Kaylin Small on the night, and Gibault goes back out to a 3-point lead. Brooke Miller bringing the ball down court for Valmeyer. Swings it around to Riley Nagel, tries to go back to Brooke Miller, nobody there, but Kirsten Miller able to track that ball down. Swings it over to Nicole Engelman. Back to Riley Nagel. She drives baseline, is cut off. Brooke Miller able to pick up that ball, but then she walks, and the ball goes back over to Gibault. Timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by Superior Express Incorporated, hauling your freight since 1938. Gibault Catholic High School thanks you for your support. Gibault inbounds the ball. Maya Tyser back on the floor. Gives it to Kaylin Small. Back to Maya Tyser. Over to Libby Mesh. Shot off the mark. Rebounded Maya Tyser. Foul on the floor. Foul on number 3, Ariana Gibbs. Team foul number 5 for the Pirates. They swing it over. That was Olivia Blaskowitz with a shot just inside the three-point line. Off the rim, goes out of bounds over to Valmeyer. And you can see Principal Kidd waving his arm there.
I'm in the camera, sorry.
Brooke Miller bringing the ball up for Valmeyer. Swings it over to Josie Reeves. Travel. Ball goes back over to Gibault. Halfway through the second quarter here, Gibault leading 11-8 over the Valmeyer Pirates. Olivia Blaskowitz to inbound the ball. Over to Kaylin Small, who brings it across half court. Over to Maya Tyser. Swings it out to Kaylin Small in the corner. Thinks about the three-pointer. Picks up her dribble. Passes it across. Finds Olivia Blaskowitz. She drives lane. Shot won't go. Rebound won't go. Hustling down is Brooke Miller all the way. Blocked by Kaylin Small. She was able to block it back off of Brooke Miller. Oh, incorrect direction by the ref. Blocked out of bounds by Kaylin Small. Valmeyer retains possession. Kirsten Miller to inbound the ball for Valmeyer. Bring it all the way back up outside the key, right back to Kirsten Miller. She's dribbling it around the perimeter. Stolen there by Maya Tyser. And stolen back by Peyton Smiley from behind. Gives it over to Kirsten Miller. Swings it out to Riley Nagel. Back to Kirsten Miller. Almost steps on the baseline there. Back out to Josie Reeves, who walks. Ball goes back over to Gibault. Kaylin Small brings the ball up for Gibault. Swings it over Olivia Blaskowitz. She steps just inside the three-point line. In and out, won't go. Rebound, Kaylin Small. Dribbles it out of traffic behind the three-point line. Takes a shot. Off the back iron, won't go. Libby Mesh battles for that rebound, but Brooke Miller comes away with it for the Pirates. Brooke Miller dribbles top of the key, guarded by Kaylin Small. Tries to drive down the lane, no room there. Swings it back out for three from Peyton Simile, not there. Rebounded, Kaylin Small. Swings it over to Maya Tyser. Oh, tough pass. Kaylin Small was not expecting that one. Fast break for Valmeyer. They pull it back out and set up their offense. Tapped out of bounds by Maya Tyser. That was Kirsten Miller on that drive. Valmeyer ball. Josie Reeves take the ball in for Valmeyer. Swing it over to number 11, Kirsten Miller. Puts it up from three-point line. Off the backboard, won't go. Gets her own rebound. Swings it back out to Josie Reeves for three. That shot won't go. Maya Tyser there. Taps it over to Kaylin Small. Kaylin Small brings it across midcourt with 2 minutes to play in the first half. Swings it over to Olivia Blaskowitz. Puts up a shot. Off the rim, won't go. Libby Mesh with the rebound. Battling on the court. Tied up. Ball stays with Gibault. Substitutions in for Gibault. Emma Schmidt, Bree Baldridge, and Emma Steibel. Checking out Kaylin Small, Maya Tyser, and Libby Mesh. Olivia Blaskowitz inbounds the ball, swings over to Bree Baldridge. She drives baseline. Defender falls down, not able to take advantage of it. Swings it inside, and a walk from Kate Krebs. still 11-8. Gibault, 1:40 to play in the second quarter. Number 11, Kirsten Miller with the ball for Valmeyer. Over to number 1, Nicole Engelman. Riley Nagel, guarded by Emma Schmidt. She attempts to drive, cut off. Traveling on Nicole Engelman. Ball goes back over to Gibault. Emma Schmidt to inbound the ball. And Bree Baldridge brings it up court. Bree Baldridge with the ball, swings it over to Olivia Blaskowitz, to Emma Schmidt, back to Olivia Blaskowitz. Back to Emma Schmidt, tries to go inside to Emma Steibel, off her hands, picked off by Nicole Engelman. 1 minute to play in the second quarter. Drive along the baseline. Riley Nagel had nowhere to go, throws it off Emma Schmidt to get the ball out of bounds and back to Valmeyer and get out of trouble. Josie Reeves to inbound the ball. Out to Nicole Engelman in the corner. Back to Riley Nagel. Riley Nagel dribbles the ball around. Back to Josie Reeves, and dribbles it back up to the top of the key. Almost stolen there by Kate Krebs. Foul on Bree Baldridge. That is her second foul and team foul number 2 on Gibault. Bree Baldridge checks out with those 2 fouls. Kaylin Small back into the game for Gibault. And to Riley Nagel, she drives baseline. Unable to get that shot off, ball goes out of bounds. Back over to Gibault with 35 seconds to go in the first half. Kaylin Small dribbles the ball up, cross half court for Gibault, brings it over to Olivia Blaskowitz. Back over to Kaylin Small, to Emma Steibel in the corner. Dribbles it, finds Kaylin Small in the corner for 3. It's good! 15 seconds left. Gibault has extended their lead to 6 points, 14-8. Quickly brought up by Valmeyer. Under 10 seconds to play. Shot thrown up, no good. Battle for the ball, thrown up there by number 13. She's not able to get a clean shot off. And that is the first half. At the end of the first half, Gibault Hawks 14, Valmeyer Pirates 8. Only 2 scorers on the board for Gibault. Kaylin Small with 12 of the 14 points, including 2 3-pointers. Olivia Blaskowitz with the other 2 points for Gibault. Bree Baldridge had 2 fouls in that first half. For Valmeyer, they had Brooke Miller with 4 points, Kirsten Miller with 2, and Riley Nagel with 2. They also have 5 players, each with 1 foul. Gibault would like to thank a few more of our sponsors, including State Bank, Midland State Bank, Chartrand Equipment Company, Coast to Coast Equipment and Supplies, Braun Accounting and Tax Service, and Macaulay Printing. Thank you for your support of Gibault Catholic High School. It'll be senior night tonight for the varsity team, so we will make sure to start the live stream of the varsity game in time so you can hear our seniors get the recognition that they deserve. And the good news is we will also have the Gibault Pep Band tonight for the girls' varsity game. So be sure to tune in, not just for some great basketball, but also some great music from the band. Apologies if you had a hard time finding the game. We had it incorrectly marked as versus Metro East Lutheran. That has been corrected, so you should see the game against as being against Valmeyer for tonight. All right, we've just got about a minute and a half here to go, and I'll use this time to remind all the golfers out there to go to your calendars and circle Friday, June 11th. The Gibault Summer Classic at Ann Briar Golf Course in Waterloo, Illinois will be held that day. Start planning your foursomes today, and look for an announcement soon about registration. All right, we're about to get started here. Just about, they've stopped the clock for halftime as both teams are back out. And we are about to get started. Valmeyer to inbound the ball. And that is Brooke Miller dribbling the ball at the top of the key. Over to Peyton Simile. She attempts to drive on Olivia Blaskowitz. Shot is short, rebounded by Bree Baldridge. Bree Baldridge brings the ball up for Gibault. Also on the court for Gibault, number 2, Olivia Blaskowitz. Number 13, Emma Schmidt. Number 15, Kate Krebs. And number 34, Libby Mesh. Ball stolen by Brooke Miller, drives to the basket, and good. Three-pointer off the mark, rebounded by Bree Baldridge. She goes up and is fouled. Foul on number 13, Kylie Eschman, her second, team foul number 1 for Valmeyer. Shooting 2, Bree Baldridge. First shot is up and good. Second shot for Bree. Shot is up and also good. Brings the lead back up to 6 for Gibault. 16-10. 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Brooke Miller brings the ball up for the Pirates. Thinks about driving. Guarded by Bree Baldridge. They swing it over to Peyton Simile. Over to Kylie Eschman, open in the corner, shoots it strong, rebounded, shot goes back up, won't go. That was Kate Krebs with the rebound. Aggressive defense there from Brooke Miller on Bree Baldridge. Ball goes out of bounds, Gibault retains possession. Emma Schmidt to inbound the ball. Over to Bree Baldridge. And no pressure this time. Brings the ball across half court. Guarded there by Peyton Smiley. Bree Baldridge picks up her dribble, gets it over to Olivia Blaskowitz, puts up the shot off the back. A little bit strong, won't go. Rebound by Kylie Eschman for the Pirates. Brooke Miller brings the ball up court, guarded by Bree Baldridge. Over to Kylie Eschman. Sorry, that's Riley Nagel with the ball. She drives. Ball tipped out by Gibault. Substitutions into the game. Emma Steibel for Libby Mesh. Bree Baldridge checks out as well as Emma Schmidt. Maya Tyser into the game, and Kaylin Small into the game for Gibault. That ball was out of bounds on Valmeyer. Ball went over to Gibault. Kaylin Small over to Maya Tyser. Thinks about the three-pointer. Finds Kaylin Small open in the corner. Won't go. Maya Tyser able to track down the long rebound. Swings it over to Olivia Blaskowitz, out to Emma Steibel, back over to Kaylin Small. She drives in, puts a shot up off the back iron, won't go. Rebound. That was rebounded by Emma Steibel. Her shot wouldn't go. Rebounded again by Libby Mesh and tied up. Gibault retains possession. Maya Tyser to inbound the ball. Out to Emma Steibel, back out to Kaylin Small. Back to Maya Tyser. Fakes, dribbles in, puts the shot up, won't go. Rebounded there by Riley Nagel, who brings the ball up court for the Pirates. Swings it over to Josie Reeves. She dribbles up to the top of the key, back to Peyton Simile. Back to Brooke Miller. She drives, gets around Kaylin Small, puts up a shot, won't go. Rebounded by Peyton Simile. Out to Riley Nagel. She drives, tapped away by Kaylin Small to prevent a shot. Tough defense there by Kate Krebs against Josie Reeves. And Riley Nagel loses control of that ball, and the ball goes over to Gibault. Accidentally pointed the wrong way by the ref, but he corrected himself. Maya Tyser inbounds to Kaylin Small, who brings the ball across half court. Dribbles over to Olivia Blaskowitz. Looking for a runner, finds Kaylin Small in the corner. Back to Olivia Blaskowitz, swings it around to Maya Tyser, just inside the three-point line, puts up the shot, up a little bit short, won't go. Rebound to Riley Nagel. Riley Nagel with the ball, swings it over to Peyton Simile. Peyton Simile tries to drive, spins around, blocked by Olivia Blaskowitz. Kaylin Small brings the ball back up court for Gibault, over to Maya Tyser. Back to Kaylin Small, puts up a three-pointer, off the back iron, won't go, rebounded Maya Tyser, over to Olivia Blaskowitz. She drives the lane, two players on her, smartly brings it back out to Maya Tyser, out to the three-point lane. Over to Olivia Blaskowitz. She's defended there, picks up that back foot, reveling. Ball goes over to Valmeyer. Timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by Norm's Bargain Barn. Discount windows, doors, and cabinetry. Gibault Catholic High School thanks you for your support. 16-10. Gibault leads by 6. 3:46 to play in the third quarter. And glad to see we have a decent number of people on the live stream enjoying this JV basketball game. We're glad we can do what we can so that you can enjoy Gibault basketball. All right, that's the timeout. And this will be Valmeyer ball along the base of the sideline. Looks like Kaylin Small's got some friends or family here in attendance. Gives them a little wave.
Hey, how are you?
All right. Josie Reeves inbounds the ball to Brooke Miller for the Pirates. Brooke Miller brings the ball cross court over to Josie Reeves. Dribbles over the top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Stolen there by Maya Tyser. Driving against Josie Reeves. She is fouled on that attempt by Josie Reeves. That will be Josie Reeves' first foul on the night. Team foul number 2 in the half for Valmeyer. Maya Tyser shooting 2. First shot up. And spins around and good. Checking into the game, Libby Mesh. Checking out, Kaylin Small. Emma Schmidt also checking into the game. Second free throw won't go. They're looking for that home run pass, a little long. That time, Emma Schmidt was back there guarding that player, looking for that easy outlet pass. As a result, Valmeyer had to throw it high, and it went right out of bounds, and the ball goes back over to Gibault. Olivia Blaskowitz inbounds the ball to Emma Schmidt, who dribbles the ball across half court. Zips the pass over to Bree Baldridge. She tries to find Libby Mesh in the middle. That was Peyton Simile. Jumped up on that one. Looks like the ball went off Gibault on the deflection, and turnover to Valmeyer. Oh, they find number 11 underneath the net. She's not able to control the pass, but finds... Who was that? That was Brooke Miller driving to the lane. They're able to find her under the net for an easy bucket. Gibault puts up the shot, rebounded by 11, Kirsten Miller. She brings the ball down court. Over to Riley Nagel. She drives, won't go, deflected. Rebounded by Emma Schmidt. Over to Bree Baldridge. Bree Baldridge brings the ball up court. Gibault band making its way into the gym. She's still got her dribble at the top of the key. Over to Emma Schmidt. Emma Schmidt swings the ball across court. Oh! On the drive, Olivia Blaskowitz loses control of the ball out of bounds. The ball goes over to the Pirates. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Gibault 17, Valmeyer 12. Brooke Miller gives it over to Kirsten Miller to bring the ball up court. Swings it over to Nicola Engelman. Oh, Valmeyer gets the rebound, won't go. Kylie Eschman, or sorry, that was Kirsten Miller. Emma Schmidt breaks up that pass. Brooke Miller still able to get that rebound, brings it in. Libby Mesh grabs that ball, ties it up. Possession arrow goes back to Valmeyer. Checking into the game, Kate Krebs for Emma Steibel. Maya Tyser for Olivia Blaskowitz. And Kaylin Small for Bree Baldridge. They inbound the ball quickly, trapped by two Gibault players. They have to swing it back out to the outside. They're blocked, pass blocked by Kaylin Small, but goes right into the hands of Kirsten Miller. Guarded by Maya Tyser. Number 13, Kylie Eschman, dishes it off to Riley Nagel. Guarded there by Kaylin Small. She attempts to drive, nowhere to go. Shot put up, blocked. Rebound back to Valmeyer. Another shot by Riley Nagel, off the mark. To number 11, off the mark. Grabbed underneath the net by Brooke Miller. Hard pass to Kirsten Miller. She's able to control it. Riley Nagel on the drive. Cut off by Kaylin Small, and Maya Tyser comes out with the ball. Good defense there by Gibault. Kaylin Small tries a pass. Stolen there. A little too hard. Kaylin Small gets it right back. But unfortunately, she's not able to control the ball after she got it back and rolled out of bounds. The ball goes over to Valmeyer. Just under a minute to go. Brooke Miller brings the ball up court for the Pirates. Three-point attempt. Off the backboard, won't go. Rebounded by Brooke Miller, won't go. Saved by Riley Nagel, but right to Kaylin Small for Gibault. She drives it down. They've got numbers. Dishes it off to Kate Krebs. Puts the ball up, won't go. And on the rebound, Gibault knocks it out of bounds. Back over to the Pirates. Brooke Miller to inbound the ball. 30 seconds left. 17-12, Gibault. Swings it across to Josie Reeves. Dribbles up to the top of the court. Over to Kylie Ushman. To Brooke Miller for three, off the mark. Rebounded by Kylie Small. Plenty of time here for Gibault, 15 seconds. Watch out behind her, swings it over to Emma Schmidt. Over to Maya Tyser. Maya Tyser brings it into Libby Mesh, puts the shot up, won't go. Attempt to save, does not go. 2 seconds left for Valmeyer to see if they can get one shot off at the end of this third quarter. It's going to have to be a heave or a home run pass down the court. Let's see what they have in mind. Roll the ball in. Here's the half-court heave. Nope, they are not able to get that shot off. At the end of 3, it is Gibault 17, Valmeyer 12. Gibault would like to thank Lifestyle Kitchen and Baths, designed to fit your lifestyle. Thank you for your support of Gibault Catholic High School. Leading scorer for Gibault is Kaylin Small, still with 12 points, held scoreless in that third quarter. Olivia Blaskowitz with 2 points, Bree Baldridge with 2 points, Maya Tyser with 1. Only player with any fouls is Bree Baldridge with 2 fouls. For the Pirates of Valmeyer, Brooke Miller leading the way with 8 points, Kirsten Miller with 2, and Riley Nagel with 2. On the floor for Gibault as we start the fourth quarter. Number 3, Bree Baldridge. Number 2, Olivia Blaskowitz. Number 10, Maya Tyser. Number 4, Emma Steibel. And number 15, Kate Krebs. Bree Baldridge to inbound the ball. Brings it into Maya Tyser. Guarded there by Peyton Simile. Over to Bree Baldridge. Back to Maya Tyser. Swings it around to Olivia Blaskowitz. She's guarded there by Josie Reeves. Gets it over to Bree Baldridge. Dribbles it back out outside the perimeter. Holding that dribble. Picks it up, swings it over to Olivia Blaskowitz, who goes inside to Maya Tyser with the drive. Shot won't go. Rebounded there by Kirsten Miller. Picks up her dribble, thinks about that three-pointer. Dishes it off, back to Kirsten Miller. Fouled there on the drive by Olivia Blaskowitz. No. Yep, fouled on the drive, no shot. Not sure. All right, Riley Nagel with the ball for Valmeyer. She attempts to drive, cut off by Bree. Brooke Miller puts up a three, won't go. Valmeyer there for the rebound, able to get it, but they throw it right back to Olivia Blaskowitz. She's pressured hard. Gibault has chased down that ball, but Bree Baldridge there to get it. Maya Tyser with the ball, thinks about that three-pointer. Oh! Bree Baldridge looked up just in time to get that pass. Oh, a little bit of wiggle of the feet there by Emma Steibel. Ball goes over to Valmeyer. And that's Brooke Miller to bring up the ball for Valmeyer. Tries to go over the top, able to get it into Riley Nagel, but no chance for a shot there. Swings it back out to Peyton Simile, guarded there by Maya Tyser. She attempts to drive down the lane. Oh, looked like to be all ball, but foul called on Maya Tyser. And Peyton Simile will be shooting 2. Second team foul on Gibault. First shot up for Peyton. Off the back iron, no good. Second free throw for Peyton. That one is up, that one is short. Rebounded there by Valmeyer. Shot goes up, won't go. That was by Brooke Miller. They're able to get it out to Josie Reeves. Dishes it back out. Two-pointer won't go. A little bit strong. Rebounded by Maya Tyser. Maya Tyser brings the ball up court for Gibault. Over to Olivia Blaskowitz. Back to Maya Tyser. Back to Olivia. Back to Maya. Dribbles the ball. Goes inside. Kate Krebs' shot is blocked. Kirsten Miller comes away with that ball. Drives fast down court. Olivia Blaskowitz there to defend. Over to Brooke Miller. And able to get that lay-in and cut the lead to 3. 10 points on the night for Brooke Miller. Bree Baldridge with the ball. Over to Maya Tyser. Try to swing it inside to Kate Krebs. Stolen there by Josie Reeves. Pulls the ball back up for Valmeyer to set up their offense. Brooke Miller with the ball. She shoots, puts up a three-pointer. It's good! Ties the game up. 17 all. Bree Baldridge with the ball for Gibault. Shot put up underneath the net by Bree. She is fouled. Two shots for Bree Baldridge. Foul on number 2, Josie Reeves, I believe. Sorry, foul on number 4, Brooke Miller. That is her second. Team foul number 3 on Valmeyer. First one up, and good. Second free throw coming up for Bree. Shot is up, short. Rebounded by Kirsten Miller. 1 point lead for Gibault. 5 minutes to play in the game. Over to Brooke Miller. Guarded by Olivia Blaskowitz. She dribbles the ball up at the top of the key. Looking for somebody underneath. Tries to go over the top, able to get it in there to Kirsten Miller. No shot. Kirsten Miller dribbles it back out. Over to Brooke Miller, puts that shot up for 3, won't go. Rebounded by Valmeyer. Foul. Foul appears to be on. That's on number 3, Bree Baldridge. Her third foul, team foul number 3 for Gibault. Kirsten Miller shooting 2 for Valmeyer. Too strong. Kaylin Small back into the game for Gibault. As well as Libby Mesh. And Emma Schmidt checks in for Bree Baldridge. Kirsten Miller with a chance to tie the game with this free throw. Shot is up and good. All tied up. 18 apiece. 4:30 to play. Let's see if Kaylin Small can get the hot hand again that she had back in that second quarter. Over to Olivia Blaskowitz. Almost throws the ball away. Libby Mesh has it. Back to Olivia Blaskowitz. Tries to go to Emma Schmidt in the corner. Stolen there by Brooke Miller. Brooke Miller brings the ball up for Valmeyer. Loosely guarded by Olivia Blaskowitz. Brooke Miller picks up her dribble. Olivia Blaskowitz closes in. They're able to get the ball into Kirsten Miller with Libby Mesh guarding. She's stuck under the net. Nowhere to go. Travels. And we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Wilkie Window and Door. Turn simple window replacement into serious home improvement. Thank you for your support of Gibault Catholic High School. Just under 4 minutes to go in the game, all tied up at 18. Both teams have 3 fouls in the half, so plenty to give. Leading scorers are Brooke Miller with 13 points for the Valmeyer Pirates. Kaylin Small with 12 points, all in the first half for Gibault. Both players on the floor now. Here we go. Band crossing over to get ready for so we'll have little music in between the JV and the varsity game. Olivia Blaskowitz brings the ball in to Kaylin Small. Kaylin Small brings the ball across half court, swings it over to Emma Schmidt. Emma Schmidt picks up her dribble over to Olivia Blaskowitz, back over to Libby Mesh. Back to Kaylin Small, they're guarding her close. She drives the lane, goes in, shot won't go, gets her own rebound. Back up, in. Basket bounces around and in for Kaylin Small to put Gibault back in the lead by 2. Riley Nagel with the ball, swings it over to Josie Reeves. Stolen there by Kaylin Small, anticipates that pass, wisely holds it up. She did not have numbers. Stays on her dribble, guarded closely by number 1, over to Libby Mesh. Back out to Olivia Blaskowitz, swings it over to Emma Schmidt. Back to Olivia Blaskowitz. They're looking to get Kaylin Small free in the corner. There they go, they found her. Puts up the three-point shot, won't go. Strong off the back iron, rebounded Josie Reeves. Drives that ball down court, pulls up, waits for her teammates. Dribbles at the top of the key, gives it off to Kylie Eschman. She drives. Good defense there by Emma Schmidt, almost able to come away with the ball. Nicole Engelman with the ball. Over to Brooke Miller. Sorry. Stolen there by Kaylin Small. She's driving. Brooke Miller trying to defend. She goes up, shot up, and in. 2 more points for Kaylin Small against Gibault, 4-point lead. 2 minutes left to play in this game. Brooke Miller brings the ball up for Valmeyer. She drives to the basket, puts it up off the backboard and in. Those 2 players dominating the game for their teams. Gibault slowing it down a little bit here. 2-point lead, under 2 minutes to go. Emma Schmidt with the ball. Puts it over to Libby Mesh. She puts up a shot and won't go. Rebounded by Brooke Miller. Valmeyer with a chance to tie or take the lead with 1:35 left to go. Score is 22-20, Gibault. Valmeyer taking a little bit of time off the clock. Brooke Miller, guarded by Kaylin Small. Brings it over to Nicole Engelman. Swings it over to Kirsten Miller. Thinks about the three-pointer, doesn't do it. Guarded by Olivia Blaskowitz and fouled on the drive. No shot. Second foul. Kaylin Small checks out of the game. Bree Baldridge in the game, Maya Tyser and Emma Steibel. They swing it around. Shot there, that was by Josie Reeves. Would not go. Maya Tyser with the ball, 1 minute to play. They swing it around, Bree Baldridge just inside the three-point line, tough defense. She dribbles out of that. Gibault running a little bit of clock here. Over to Maya Tyser. Not a good pass. Ball goes out of bounds, back over to Valmeyer with 56.8 to play. Brooke Miller brings that ball up for Valmeyer. Chance to tie or take the lead. She picks up her dribble. And timeout on the floor. All you golfers out there, June 11th is the date. That's a Friday. Circle that date on your calendar. Make sure you get the day off from work, find your foursome, and join us for the Gibault Summer Classic at Ann Breyer Golf Course in Waterloo. 47.9 seconds to go. Gibault has a 2-point lead on the Pirates. But the Pirates have the ball. All right, here we go. Both teams still have plenty of timeouts. They're really slamming that buzzer down. Valmeyer ball along the sideline. Josie Reeves didn't on the ball. Over to Brooke Miller. She tries to drive hard. Caught off there by Maya Tyser. Picks up her dribble. Ball almost stolen by Olivia Blaskowitz. Riley Nagel with the ball. Swings it out to Josie Reeves. Back over to Peyton Simile. Guarded by Bree Baldridge. She attempts to drive. Blocked. Stolen by Maya Tyser. After that block by Bree Baldridge. Foul on Valmeyer. Lucky for Gibault, that pass looked like it was going out of bounds. 20 seconds to go. Foul on number 3, Ariana Gibbs. Timeout, Gibault. 20 seconds to go. Valmeyer with only 4 team fouls, so they have 3 fouls to give before they can send Gibault to the line. We'll see how aggressively they foul here to try to get Gibault to the line with only 20 seconds left in the game. Gibault's been very good from the free throw line tonight. All right. 20 seconds to go. Ball inbound on the sideline. Olivia Blaskowitz to inbound the ball for Gibault, guarded by Brooke Miller. They're able to get into Kaylin Small. She's holding that ball. They are not fouling. They're going to try to defend this one out. Over to Emma Schmidt. Emma Schmidt trapped. Gets able to get that ball to Olivia Blaskowitz. She drives. Fouled on the shot attempt. That'll be 2 shots for Olivia Blaskowitz. See if she can hit both with 6.9 seconds left and put this game away for Gibault. Foul on Brooke Miller, her 4th. First shot up and off the mark. She can hit this free throw. Kaylin Small checks out. Bree Baldridge checks out. Kate Krebs, Libby Mesh into the game. She can hit this shot. Best Valmeyer can do is tie and send it to overtime. Second one won't go. Rebounded there by Riley Nagel. Dribbles it down the court. Over to Brooke Miller. 2 seconds to go. Puts up a shot. Won't go. And Gibault hangs on for the victory. 22-20. Great ending to that game. Brooke Miller, leading scorer with 15 points for Valmeyer, was able to get off just about a 25-foot three-point attempt, but too strong off the backboard, and it would not go. And Gibault comes away with the victory. Leading scorer for Gibault was Kaylin Small with 16, Bree Baldridge with 3, Olivia Blaskowitz with 2, and Maya Tyser with 1. For the Valmeyer Pirates, Brooke Miller with 15 points, Kirsten Miller with 3, and Riley Nagel with 2. Thank you for tuning in. We'll quickly turn on the stream for the varsity game so you can catch senior night.